Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Today we're shopping at Trader Joe's. It's now February and I know Valentine's Day is over, but there's still more Valentine's items that will be shown in this video, along with lots of new arrivals, including the viral mini insulated tote bags. So let's go check them out and see what there is to buy this week. Before we start shopping, I want you to also check out Thrive Market, who is sponsoring this video. And with that, I have a great offer to share where you can get 30% off your first order and also a free gift. There's a link in the description that you can click on to grab this deal. I'll be sharing my Thrive Market haul in a bit, so stick around if you're curious about what I picked up because it's a big one. The cute mini Calendiva flowers are back in pink, dark pink, and red pots for $4.99, along with the large Calendivas for $7.99. Also, these succulents in heart-shaped ceramic pots were available for Valentine's Day, but I bet you can still find it for $5.99. Or if that's too cutesy, you can go for the succulents in wine bottles for $12.99 each. The spring plants are already starting to arrive, like the assorted tulips in a glass vase for $5.99 each, along with the Muscari hyacinths for $11.99. More hyacinths to choose from. This comes in a glass vase for $3.49 each. Daffodils have also returned for $2.99 a bunch, as well as tulips for $12.99. If you want to create your own custom floral and plant arrangements, you can get the new Easy Bouquet Wraps. Each convenient wraps comes with a length of raffia for tying your bouquet together in both the aesthetic and practical sense for $1.49. Have you guys heard of lemonade apples? They look like Golden Delicious, but I wonder if it tastes tangy like lemonade. A 3-pound bag is $3.49. Heading inside, the brioche-style Liège waffles with pearl sugar are back. This bag contains 6 individually wrapped waffles inside, so it's easy to take with you on the go. But if you have the time, warm them up, which will taste even better. I've heard only good reviews, and you can find this in the bread section for $3.99. Moving to the bakery section, gluten-free oatmeal coconut cookies now also come in a 6-pack. They are individually wrapped in 2 bags with 3 cookies each inside the brown box. They are slightly smaller than the ones that come in a 3-pack and are less calories as well for $4.49. Raspberry Heart shortbread cookies are also back. These are so cute. The cookie part is really soft and delicious, but the raspberry jam filling is a little too sweet for me. There's no tartness to contrast the sweetness, which is what I would have preferred for $5.99 a box. Raspberry mousse cakes are also back. These have a white cake inside with a raspberry cream filling. I thought I was going to love these, but they're a lot sweeter than the chocolate seasonal mousse cakes. Again, this doesn't have any tartness to it, but this would be cute to lay out for Valentine's Day for $3.99. Pecan Kringle has also returned. I always wonder why they don't bring this out during the fall or the holidays, but it's here for $9.99. The salted caramel swirl Danish is back. This is a Danish pastry filled with salted caramel custard style filling. I've heard mixed reviews on this one. Some people love it, but I feel like this is an item that you can take or leave, especially when there's so many other options to choose from. You get 3 pastries for $3.99. There's new soft pretzel twists, which everyone is raving about. This is made by German pretzel experts here in the US who use a blend of wheat flour and malted barley flour to achieve that signature savory and slightly sweet pretzel flavor. Each twist measures about 5 inches long and they're about an inch thick. All you have to do is moisten the pretzel's surface with water, sprinkle with the included packet of coarse salt, and warm it in the oven at 350 degrees. You can pair this with the sharp cheddar pub cheese, or you can go the classic way with yellow mustard or even the hot honey mustard dressing, which we will see later in this video. 6 twists for $3.49. There's also new cheesy bagels. These are Hearth baked bagels with a plain bagel base with a doughy inside. On the outside, they have a cheesy, chewy crust that comes from shredded Asiago cheese that's been pre-melted. Calories are on the lower end for bagels at 210 calories, but the sodium is on the higher side at 450 milligrams, but there is 8 grams of protein, which is nice. These are pre-sliced and kosher for $3.49. Moving on to the refrigerated section, I know I'm super late to the game with the hot honey mustard dressing because I was looking in the wrong area, but when I found that it was in the refrigerated section, they were always sold out because they don't stock that many of it. Anyway, this orange yellow sauce is smooth and creamy with visible specks of cayenne and crushed red pepper. It has a honey aroma and a tangy savory heat that adds both sweetness and spice. This is very versatile. You could use it as a dip for chicken nuggets or as a salad dressing or as a marinade or glaze for meatballs or chicken for $3.99. There's a new double cream brie made in the traditional French style by a Wisconsin cheesemaker. This has a bloomy rind and envelops a smooth cheese which contains at least 60% butterfat, giving a rich and creamy texture for $4.49. And for Valentine's Day, there's a new Sweetheart white Stilton cheese that includes chocolate pieces, caramel flavor fudge, and sweetened red cherries. This was made by a renowned creamery in Leicestershire, UK. It starts with a base of white Stilton cheese, which is mild and crumbly, and then studded with a mix of teeny bits of chocolate fudge, buttery caramel, and chewy dried cherries to give each bite a mix of sweetness with a little added toothsome texture. This would be perfect as a Valentine's dessert cheese for $5.49. along with the Amarena cherry goat's milk cheese, which you can also enjoy as a dessert cheese, but this would also go great crumbled over a salad. Not sure on the price on this one, but this was $2.99 2 years ago. There's also a new whipped feta spread. The recipe includes 51% feta cheese and it's whipped just enough, but there's still salty chunks throughout for some texture. It also includes cream cheese, Greek yogurt, and a bit of olive oil to create a creamy spread, which would go great on a lunch wrap or chicken sandwich, or you could pair it with some crackers drizzled with a little honey and some crushed pistachios over it for $3.99. Before we continue shopping, jumping in here to tell you a little bit more about Thrive Market. Thrive is an online membership-based grocery store. They offer literally anything you would buy at a normal grocery store, from food to home items and personal care items, except they only carry the highest quality organic and sustainable products. So let me show you what I got in my Thrive Market haul. This is my favorite brand of peanut butter, and I usually add a jar to my order and keep it in stock in my pantry. I mentioned this in a previous video, but this peanut butter is a little pricey, so if you end up finding it for a lower price somewhere else, Thrive Market will price match it for you, which is a nice option to have. I sampled this cereal at Costco and liked it, but didn't need a big box of it, so I'm glad that Thrive carries it, which I knew they would. It's mildly sweet, and due to the cassava in it, it has a stale texture to it, although it's really not, but that's okay because most cereals get soggy way too quickly for me, so I always feel like it's a race against time. Speaking of Costco, I literally just ran out of the big bag of these sprouted oats that I got from there, and they only carry it a couple times a year, but I like this smaller size that Thrive Market carries because I tend to eat oatmeal in the colder months and not all year round. I vaguely remember trying Goodles a while back and liking them, so I picked up an order. For certain items, there is a 2-item minimum you have to purchase, which was the case for the Goodles, but that's fine because the boxes are pretty small. Ran out of chia seeds, and Thrive Market is one of the few places that carries white chia seeds, which I was interested in trying since I usually only get the black seeds. Also, have been enjoying nibbling on dark chocolate chips, which is surprisingly hits the spot more than an actual piece of dark chocolate sometimes, so I thought I'd give this brand a try. I swore I looked at the ingredients before I bought this one, but it looks like the first ingredient is chocolate liquor, which I wouldn't have bought if that were the case, but hopefully it's not actually alcohol. If any of you know what the difference is, please let us know. But I like it because there's only 3 ingredients, so we shall see how this tastes. I was debating between the skinny dipped almonds to try or the Unreal brand and decided to go with Unreal because I love their chocolates, and I'm so glad I did because these were no exception. I love that they weren't overly sweet. I would say the sweetness is at a 6.5, and I appreciate the matte finish, which I prefer to the waxy coating on most chocolate-covered almonds. Tried these chicken sticks before from Thrive Market and loved them. Sprouts Market said they carried it, but when I went into the store, they didn't even have it, which is fine because that's where Thrive Market pulls through with items like this that are slightly harder to find at regular grocery stores. To me, it tastes like a breakfast chicken sausage, but drier and in the form of a chicken stick. I really like it. They say 2 Brazil nuts a day give you all the selenium you need, and I already take a boatload of vitamins and supplements, so if I can get it via food, I love it, but I rarely reach for Brazil nuts unless I'm making a smoothie bowl, so I thought if they were chocolate covered, that will help me remember to eat them. These are pricey though. This was $18.99 a bag, so essentially double the price of raw Brazil nuts, but honestly, it's so worth it, and I know for sure I'll get in 2 a day this way. And I just checked the app, and these are already on sale, and if I buy 2, then Thrive will give me 5% Thrive cash, which is a nice little bonus. I go through off and on phases with Heavenly Hunks. I used to get them at Costco when they were on sale, but realistically, it's just too much for me to finish, so I love the smaller bags, which I know I can commit to. I've only tried 2 of their flavors, but the original recipe is my favorite. If you have special dietary needs, you can search by specific diets on Thrive Market's website or app, like paleo, vegan, vegetarian, dairy-free, certified kosher, peanut-free, raw food, soy-free, and Whole30 approved. Another staple item I get from Thrive is Julie's Dates, which is my favorite brand. They just have the perfect chewiness to it, and they're so soft. I needed honey that I can drizzle over yogurt or smoothie bowls, and love that they carry it in this bare container. I recently have been making dalgona coffee. That was a viral craze a few years ago, where you use instant coffee and whip it with sugar until it becomes a nice thick foam. And so I wanted to buy an organic instant coffee to try and make it a little healthier. And I was surprised to find Copper Cow Coffee, which has been on my radar since it first popped up on my Instagram feed. This is a Vietnamese brand, and I love the strong bitterness of Vietnamese coffee, so I finally bit the bullet and got it, which then led me to my tried and true instant coffee, which is Four Sigmatic. This is a brand I've been buying from since their inception. Love that this contains mushrooms, which are great for boosting immunity as well as mental focus and clarity. Also, this doesn't give me a jittery feeling, so I keep coming back to it. Thrive Market carries more than just food. They carry home items and supplements, and I love the convenience of browsing all of the aisles and being able to read reviews of the products and its nutritional info without physically having to be at a store. I've been taking magnesium to help me sleep better at night, and I'm almost done with my bottle, so I like to rotate and switch around with different brands. I like Mega Foods because they use natural ingredients and foods as their supplements. Also, my never-ending vitamin D jar from Costco is almost finished, so I wanted to get one that was plant-based. Since my schedule has been so busy and my sleep hasn't been that great, my focus and memory have been off, so I wanted to supplement with lion's mane, which is supposed to help with brain function. I'm used to putting tinctures in my morning coffee, so I'll add a dropper full of this as well. And the days I'm running behind and can't use the tincture, I'll pop in one of these gummies instead. And since it's cold and flu season, I picked up a box of echinacea tea. And for the busy days I forget to take magnesium, I'll just give this sleep aid a try since it's a spray, so I can keep it by my bed and do a quick spray in the evening. So with this busier schedule, I've been under a lot more pressure and stress, so I thought I would keep this in my bag and take it to see if it helps. I love this tin can and it's so fun. You just push in the middle to open it. Organic India is my favorite brand for psyllium husk because the husks are finer and dissolve better in liquid than other brands, plus it's organic. I stocked up on the powdered mineral toothpaste, which I love. I find that it made a difference between my teeth cleanings at the dentist, but make sure to check what flavor you get because I just realized I picked spearmint when I wanted peppermint, but that's okay because the charcoal one for whitening is peppermint, which I will be trying for the first time. I also love shampoo bars, but they are really drying, so I like to switch it off during the week between using a shampoo bar and a regular liquid shampoo. They are so expensive though, and this one is pretty tiny, but it had great reviews, so I wanted to give it a try. I am a bar soap girly, so I got Dr. Bronner's soap, which is my favorite brand to get. Also stocked up on some immunity tablets. This also had a minimum of 2 items per order, which is fine because I can use it throughout the winter season. And any order over $49 includes free shipping, which honestly is basically every order for me since I buy a variety of items. If you're interested in Thrive Market, go to thrivemarket.com/shoppinggeek or click on the link in the description box to get 30% off your first order, plus get a free gift worth up to $60. Back to shopping in the refrigerated section with the new organic turmeric twist cold pressed juice. This is made with a base of cold pressed organic orange and carrot juices, along with organic apple and lemon juices for sweetness. Also, there's cold pressed organic ginger for some spice, and then it's finished off with cold pressed organic turmeric, which gives it a slight earthy flavor. This is made entirely from cold pressed juices and no added sugars. It's a mix of citric, carroty, and herbaceous notes for $4.99. There's a new organic spaghetti triangoletti pasta made by an Italian supplier who uses a simple standard dough with just 2 ingredients, organic durum wheat semolina, which they mill themselves, and water. Then they mimic old world pasta making methods by pushing this dough through a bronze die extruder that has a triangular opening, and this is $1.99. There is a new can of lentils that was cultivated in Australia and processed in Egypt. This was intentionally kept simple, just lentils, water, and sea salt, so you have a broad number of options when it's time to incorporate them into your meals like soup, salad, or pasta. A 15-ounce can with a convenient flip-top lid for 99 cents. Crunchy chili onion sprinkle seasoning blend is back, which is one of my favorite seasonings at Trader Joe's, but it is very salty, so I use this as my salt replacement on items like eggs, or you can make your own seasoned oil with this by adding some good extra virgin olive oil, and this is $1.99. Pizza Party potato chips are also back. This includes a blend of cheese and garlic pizza sauce and pepperoni-style seasoned kettle-cooked potato chips. I had high hopes for this last year, but something about it just tasted off. But hopefully they modified the recipe and it tastes better this year for $2.69. Chocolatey drizzled strawberry kettle popcorn is also back for Valentine's Day. This includes kettle popcorn drizzled with a rich chocolate with little bits of freeze-dried strawberries, which I heard there aren't enough of, so some people were a little disappointed by that, but maybe this year's batch will be studded with freeze-dried strawberries. Either way, you have another treat to add to the party with a 5-ounce bag for $3.99. Moving on to the freezer section, there's new sliced shiitake mushrooms. These come thinly sliced, blanched, and individually quick frozen with absolutely nothing else added. All the hard work, washing, slicing, and blanching has been done for you. Shiitakes are native to Asia and known for their rich, earthy flavor that has a meaty yet buttery texture when cooked. Just add the amount you want to a dry pan, saute them, and the excess moisture will dissipate. Then season them if you would like, and you've got yourself some tender, umami-packed mushrooms. Or you can also skip the sauteing and add them directly to soups, stir fries, pasta sauces, or pizzas for $3.49. There's new artichoke bottoms. These come pre-trimmed and already cooked. Thaw this in the fridge overnight and you can serve this cold in a salad, or you can fill them up because they are in this little cup shape. You can fill them up with a scoop of chicken salad or tuna salad, or bake them up and serve it warm with some cheese or ground beef or whatever you would like and eat them warm for $2.99. There's also new handheld chicken pot pies. This comes in a rich flaky crust stuffed with a classic chicken pot pie filling. The filling is made with mostly dark meat chicken for a richer flavor with all the expected pot pie veggies like peas, carrots, and potatoes. I've heard that these are delicious, but a lot of people seem to say they wish it had more filling inside. You get 2 pies for $4.49. Also, the French onion macaroni and cheese with Swiss and cheddar cheese, croutons, and roasted onions is back. This is totally giving cozy winter casserole vibes. I've heard only good reviews, so if you're into carbs on carbs with cheese, this can be all yours for $4.99. Heart-shaped macarons are also back. This comes with 2 flavors. You get 4 white hearts that have vanilla cream with strawberry filling and 4 pink hearts with raspberry cream. All you have to do is thaw them at room temperature for an hour. This is $5.49. Calamansi and mango sorbet is also back. This sorbet includes the bright and tart tones of calamansi, which is a lime-like citrus fruit native to the Philippines, and combines it with the tropical flavors of mango, which, by the way, is the national fruit of the Philippines. This is also vegan. You can enjoy this as a refreshing dessert, but Trader Joe's also recommends using it as a refreshing palate cleanser between bites of the new double cream brie for $3.79. Thai coconut pancakes are also back. These are vegan and gluten-free. They're crisp on the outside with a creamy coconut milk custard-like center and also have little coconut shredded pieces in it. Have this with a scoop of the calamansi mango sorbet or with coffee or tea for $3.29. Also, they still have the lemon ginger cheesecake for $7.99. More on this later. Cinnamon sugar almonds are not new, but now come in this new pink packaging. This includes roasted almonds covered in cinnamon and vanilla flavored confectionery coating and dusted with sugar and cinnamon. This would also be good crushed up and sprinkled over oatmeal. You get an 8-ounce resealable bag for $3.99. Some argue that these cinnamon bun-inspired JoJo's are the best flavor. Judging from the cover of the box, it looks like the cookie might have a powdery finish. If any of you have tried it, let us know what you think and if it's worth trying. I love sandwich cookies, but for some reason, the Trader Joe's sandwich cookies don't do it for me, which feels almost disrespectful to say since this channel is almost entirely dedicated to Trader Joe's. You get 20 cookies in this box for $3.49. There's a new 70% Peruvian cacao dark chocolate bar. It starts with only the finest cacao beans, singularly sourced from Peru, which thanks to its lush climate is renowned for its high-quality cacao. There, the beans develop a flavor that's unique to the Andes, that's earthy, aromatic, and has subtle floral notes. Once harvested, they make their way to Italy, where a renowned European chocolatier transforms them into this exceptional bar. Each bar is made with just 2 simple ingredients, unsweetened chocolate and sugar, for $2.49. Moving on to some beverages, the organic unfiltered apple juice has returned after disappearing off the shelves in 2022 due to a shortage of organic apples, but now that supply has recovered, and it's back with a fresh new label and all the same crisp, refreshing sweetness as before. It is left unfiltered before pasteurizing, which allows for a fuller, purer apple flavor, and it gives it its signature cloudy appearance. Remember to give it a good shake before you drink it for $5.49. We saw this in a previous video that there were new organic fruit punch boxes, and my store finally got in the organic apple juices as well. This is from Concentrate. This is a dupe for the Honest drinks, except it's slightly larger and it's 10 calories higher at 45 calories and also 2 grams of sugar more at 10 grams per drink. You can get an 8-pack for $3.99. All the pink items are back, like the sparkling berry lemonade, which would make a nice refreshment for Valentine's Day. You get a 33-ounce bottle for $3.69. Trader Joe's never leaves out our dogs. There's new Hugs and Cookies peanut butter flavored decorated dog hearts. This includes 4 distinct styles: red hearts with pink stripes, purple bones with red, white, and pink sprinkles, yellow flowers, and even pink donuts with a dark brown drizzle. The cookies are made with a base of wheat flour, ground flaxseed, and dried egg, and then flavored with peanut butter. This is colored entirely with plant-derived sources like alfalfa concentrate, dehydrated beets, and turmeric, and this is $3.99 a bag. Moving over to some self-care items, there's a new ultra-rich body butter. This body butter is formulated with a higher percentage of shea butter than any of the existing offerings and features coconut oil, passion fruit seed oil, hyaluronic acid, and copaiba resin, plus hibiscus extract and marine algae. As its name implies, this formula is ultra-rich and extra thick and extra creamy. This is said to be a dupe for Sol de Janeiro's purple body butter, which could be why the packaging is also in lavender, for $6.99. The Valentine Lip Mask Duo is also back. You get 2 different scents: a chocolate lip mask that contains shea butter and coconut oil, and a berry lip mask which includes cocoa seed butter and raspberry seed oil. This is great to apply before bedtime and use as an overnight lip mask, and this is $7.99. There's also a new sunscreen lip balm. The lip balm comes in a bright blue twist applicator, which includes beeswax, raspberry seed oil, and vitamin E, along with a SPF 30 sunscreen. SPF, by the way, stands for sun protection factor, and this is level 30, which means that only 1/30th of the burning radiation of the sun will reach your skin when applied. Apply this 15 minutes before sun exposure for $2.99. They still have the Brazil Nut Body Trio for $12.99, and they also brought back the full-size bottle of the Brazil Nut Body Oil, which comes in a nice glass bottle with a pump. This has a salted caramel and pistachio scent for $6.99. And leaving you with one last new item, there's new crispy dried watermelon. I saw that the East Coast got this item about a month ago or so, and now the West Coast has got it in too. The watermelon is vacuum dried at a low temperature, resulting in a feather-like crispy fruit snack. Enjoy it as is, or use it as a topping for yogurt or ice cream, or you can always crush it up into a fine powder and add it as food coloring for frosting, or fold it into cake batter. This comes in a resealable bag for $2.99. I thought the watermelon was the last item, but there's even more new arrivals, so let's keep going. How cute are these new tiny hazelnut meringues? They are so small, one serving of them equals 40 cookies. They're made in Italy using a traditional recipe with just sugar, hazelnuts, and egg whites, and it delivers a simple, sweet, nutty crunch. You can enjoy them as is or add them as a topping to yogurt or ice cream, or maybe even crush them up and add it on top of frosting to baked goods for $2.69. There's new crispy oatmeal cookies with sea salt made with a base of flour, sugar, oats, and a lot of butter. This has a medley of textures and flavors with refined butterscotch notes from the toasty oats. You can make little ice cream sandwiches with this or enjoy them as is for $3.99. There's also a new Korean Yum sauce that includes gochujang spice and sugary sweetness that made Korean fried chicken popular. And while it's delicious on crispy fried chicken, you can use it on everything from roasted veggies to grilled short ribs, salmon, shrimp tacos, and even with eggs. Or you can use it to make an Asian fusion pizza with pepper jack cheese, or use it as a dip for chicken nuggets. Lots of ways to use this for $3.99. Moving back to the freezer section, there's new chicken chili verde burritos. They are back with a bright new orange packaging, which possibly means they're using a new vendor. I find that the frozen burritos tend to be on the smaller side, but I feel like they shouldn't be if we're judging solely off of these macros, which are 410 calories for one burrito with a whopping 970 milligrams of sodium, 49 grams of net carbs, and 19 grams of protein and 15 grams of fat. Each 14-ounce package contains 2 burritos, and it's ready to go from freezer to hand in about 2.5 microwave minutes for $3.99. Switching to the refrigerated section for another burrito option, there's a new beef, bean, and cheese burrito. This includes a mix of ground beef, pinto beans, sharp white cheddar cheese, and onions in a flour tortilla with savory seasonings and a pleasant level of peppery heat. I heard this is giving Taco Bell flavors, and there is a decent amount of meat in it for $4.49. Also had to share this cute gift card that caught my eye while checking out. That's it for shopping this week. Let's get into this week's grocery hauls. Starting off with my Trader Joe's haul, edamame is a staple item for me, but in the past year, they don't always carry it at my store, and trust me, I look for it on each trip, so when I see it, I grab a bag. I've tried other brands, but I like this one that Trader Joe's has because it tastes softer and it's perfectly seasoned with just enough salt, and it's such a good deal for $1.99. I usually eat Ezekiel or sprouted bread, but every once in a while, I just want a quick soft sandwich, so I picked up a loaf. Hot dog buns for Super Bowl weekend, got some buttered chicken for a quick meal option during the week. I always bypass the mochi cake mix, but this is the year I said yes. Now, when I actually come around to making it is another story, but it seems simple enough that I can squeeze it in since all you have to do is add butter, eggs, and water. When I get around to making it, I will definitely share it in a future video. Okay, back to the lemon ginger cheesecake like I promised. I wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't on sale, which is so rare to find at Trader Joe's. I was debating because obviously I don't need any more sweets, but this is normally $7.99 and it was marked down to $3.99, which is less than most of the bakery items, so of course I had to get it. For Super Bowl weekend, I picked up some cheeses to add to a charcuterie board, so I got a mix of spicy buffalo cheddar, a triple creme brie, and an aged Gouda. Ran out of liquid stevia, so I had to restock my pantry. I mainly use this for my Ninja Creamy desserts. Got my favorite baked cheese crunchies. This bag was filled all the way to the top, which doesn't happen often, so it was a no-brainer. I usually get my asparagus from Sam's Club, but I haven't been there in a little bit, so I got some here. Shredded lettuce for sandwiches or burgers, and another quick convenient option. I love spinach cooked or in my smoothies, but I'm not a huge fan of raw spinach, but I love this salad so much. It includes cranberries and quinoa, and it has an amazing texture and a really yummy carrot miso dressing. I already got into the Tuscan kale. I used to eat kale daily, if you guys remember, and saute it, but lately this has been going into soups. Not sure if you can tell from my voice, but I am sick, so I picked up some juice shots. Luckily, I was able to find some eggs during this egg shortage. apple cider vinegar, another pantry item I needed to restock up on. And save the best for last, the viral mini insulated tote bags. I couldn't believe I was actually able to get them. I don't even really need this, but they actually are really good bags. I keep a bag in my car because I'm always on the go lately, and it holds a surprising amount of snacks, which is what I use it for. Here's what it looks like inside. Looks like they are made in Vietnam like the other tote bags. The pink one has a light pink interior and the lavender has a light lavender color inside. That's it for my Trader Joe's haul, but don't leave just yet. And I also have a Costco haul for you guys. I saw this 3-pack toner and thought I'd give it a try. I usually use Paula's Choice as my evening toner and go with a lighter toner in the morning. I usually buy my skincare items from Sephora or Ulta, but again, due to my busy schedule, I don't have time to search and review items like I normally would before I shop. My go-to evening moisturizer is from Philosophy, which I love, but I only got one of them when it was on sale during the holidays, so I wanted to stretch it out and use it until the next sale comes along, which is where this comes in as a filler product, and also this was on sale for somewhere around $20. Portuguese custard tarts were on sale when I got them. I like these even more than the ones Trader Joe's carries. They are pretty much the same thing, but they're slightly bigger and have more filling inside. This comes in a box and has 3 layers. Let's take a quick look inside the box. So it looks like they piled them up and it has 3 layers of custard tarts. They are so delicious. They are mildly sweet. I would say the sweetness level is at a 5, and it has a nice buttery flaky crust. This is so good as a morning breakfast pastry, but I usually enjoy it in the evening when I have a little bit more time. So the Suja green juice at Sam's Club has apple juice in it, and I actually prefer a non-sweet green juice, which is why I get it from Trader Joe's. But this one tastes even better than Trader Joe's because it has a slight bitterness to it from the grapefruit, which I absolutely love, and this isn't sweet at all. I wish they sold a 12-pack of this because it comes in a 6-pack, and it costs about $12 depending on your store. Also on sale was the reduced sugar Chobani yogurt variety pack, which includes blueberry, strawberry, and vanilla. Almost forgot raspberry. Fayet is still my favorite brand though. Another sale item, organic beets. I usually eat this mostly for its health benefits. Beets are high in nitrous oxide, which is great for natural energy and increasing blood flow and circulation. It's also great for reducing anxiety. Plus, they're yummy in salads and adds a nice pop of color. And there are 4 packs in a box. And now for gut health, I got some sauerkraut, which is a great natural probiotic. This was also on sale for a little under $7. And now for the fun item, as you can tell from this haul, sales rule my shopping choices, and this was a pretty good deal. I saw these marshmallows during the holidays, but they went on clearance for $4.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal, especially for all these flavors, and they are about 43 calories per piece, so I'm guessing they're going to be on the smaller side, which is great. They come individually wrapped, and there's 6 flavors, so I thought it was worth a try. I usually get maple syrup at Trader Joe's, but getting it at Costco was a better deal, plus it came in this nice glass bottle, which is rare because they usually just offer the ones in the plastic jugs. Also got these snacks, which are meant for toddlers, but I got to sample them and they were so good and they have such clean ingredients, so I splurged for $14 for a 4-pack. And I also wanted to share with you some sweet treats I had for Valentine's Day and my recent birthday that just passed. I got this from a bakery called Paris Baguette. This isn't sponsored, but they do have locations nationwide. I got this berry tart with whipped cream inside, and it was so good. The crust was amazing, and it tasted like a shortbread cookie. And instead of a vanilla custard, it had this fresh whipped cream in it, which was so delicious. I have been dreaming about this tart ever since. Also saw these delicious looking round croissants. One was covered in dark chocolate with sprinkles and was filled with a creamy strawberry mousse. And the other one was filled with a butter pecan flavored white chocolate. And then it was filled with the butter pecan mousse. They weren't as crispy, which I kind of expected because the mousse filling probably made them soften up a little bit. But the flavors were outstanding. And I love the crunch on top from the snap of the chocolates. The flavors were 10 out of 10 and the texture was probably 6 out of 10. So those treats were the ones I got, but then my sweet friend delivered some cakes for my birthday, also coincidentally from Paris Baguette. She got me 3 cakes to try. One was a cheesecake souffle, and then this one is a chocolate cake with soft cream and strawberries and whipped cream. And this one is a classic vanilla cake with soft cream and strawberries. I loved all of them so much. They were mildly sweet and the cakes were so soft they tasted like clouds. Also, don't forget, if you want to check Thrive Market out, click the link below, get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And until the next video, ciao guys!